Okay, so it finally happened. Before I talk about the Giants, the Jets fired their offensive coordinator, Mike Lafleur, last night. And they agreed to part ways so he could pursue other opportunities, whatever that is. And no surprise, somebody was probably going to be on the chopping block, and Lafleur is the guy. I mean, they've also acknowledged that they're going to act pretty quickly to fill his spot, and they want to get, rather than waiting and losing out on opportunities and stuff like that, they're taking a proactive approach here so that Joe Douglas can bring in somebody that's more representative of, a little bit of a better fit. Unfortunately, it didn't work out with Lafleur, but it's also partly Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas has to draft a little bit more offensive tackle deep. He's got a little bit strong in signing and drafting offensive tackles, and Saleh's partly responsible for this too, but their offense, where they average 10 or 15 points a game for the last 3 or 4 games, that's an offensive thing there too. So the Jets need to get better. So now, one way or another, they'll get somebody in. And once that news comes out, excuse the noise in the background, once the news comes out, I'll break that to you immediately. So if you're not subscribed to this channel and you want Jets news or Giants news or even Bills news, be sure to do that before you leave, okay? I appreciate it. Now pivoting to the Giants, they're facing the Minnesota Vikings. The 9-7 Giants are playing the 13-4 Minnesota Vikings in the first round of the postseason playoffs this weekend. And the Vikings are 3-point favorites. The over/under on this is 48 points. The betting odds might change a little bit, but if it does, I'll update that in the description down below. But that's where they stand right now. I mean, both teams are kind of firing where they need to fire right now. The Giants lost a couple winnable games too, but that's in the past now. But they have a good shot at beating the Vikings. And I'm hoping that the ball pulls it together and the boys, Saquon comes through and Daniel Jones and Thibodeau and the rest of these guys are just on fire here and put the Giants in a position to win. So, and I'm actually predicting them to win this game. So I'm going to say 21-18 or 21-19 is my prediction there. It's going to be a close game one way or the other. But would I be surprised if the Vikings pulled off 40 points? Nope, not at all. But that's where we stand right now in terms of the Giants. And again, the ball put together, he held the team together with some injuries and lack of performance, and he held Daniel Jones together. And Daniel Jones is a little more stable presence than the Jets have with Zach Wilson. So it looks like they're probably set at quarterback right now, the Giants. And but it's time to add some pieces offensively and keep building on the defensive front too. But good, another tight end or wide receiver would be nice. But that's what we have right now for the Giants and the Jets. I'll keep you posted. We'll talk about the Bills tomorrow, and obviously before the Bills game start, we'll give you the rundown of that and the odds and over under and odds and everything else. So, and predictions as well. But have a great week, everybody, and I'll talk to you next time.